What's up, nerds? It's Nerds Gone Rogue Radio, episode 84, NGR Radio for short. My name is Matthew Keel, and I got my two bros with me this week. Moose took a week off to recharge. How are you, sir?
Doing good, man.
Good. Corey, Steve Diddy, Captain Video Producer. How are you today?
I'm good. The game room is a mess, but I have a story. I have a few stories to tell.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, now, order of operations.
All right.
What are you guys playing? We did video games first here. Come on. What are we playing?
What are we really playing? I'm playing
this game called Life, and I suck at it.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much everybody.
Yeah, that's all of us right now.
Yeah.
I'm sucking at staying awake on this podcast. I'm pulling a Matt.
Well, no, Matt stays awake. He just
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he just struggles towards.
Yeah.
The
it's been a long time since I've out and out fallen asleep on the show.
That's true. It's been over a year, guys.
I feel like I'm doing all right.
It's true. That is true.
Next E3 though.
Oh my gosh. I cannot wait.
Nap time. If only there was a way you could draw stuff on my face while I sleep.
Oh, don't worry. I can do that.
Oh, great. Even better. All right. Corey, what are you playing? You look like you have something to say.
I've been playing Bayonetta 1.
Cool.
And N++. And a little game called Yoshi's Island.
Ooh.
On Super Nintendo.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw you stream that.
Yeah, I was very bad at classic video games. You can watch that video on our YouTube page. It's there. If you want to make fun of me some more, it's over there. Bayonetta is really good. I kind of just want to power through the first game, though, because I know the second game. I know what we're getting with the second game, and I really just want to play through it again.
Yeah.
N++ is one of the greatest platformers of all time. I want to say that out loud. Okay. I wish it was on Switch, but it's relegated to my PS4, and it's okay because it arguably has the better D-pad for that game. So I'm really enjoying it, though. I'm trying to 100% each level, which, I don't know if you guys ever played N+ or N++, but, trying to collect all those little gold gems in every level that increase your timer is a real challenge. Especially when you have to get it in 5-level chunks. Each world is divided into levels, and each level is divided into 5 sections. And you have to collect all the gold orbs in one level to perfect the level. And if you miss one, you have to replay the whole level. So if you're on the 4th section of the level and you miss one and accidentally go through the door, you can't just go back. You have to replay the whole level. I did that once, a couple days ago. I did it, and I was on the last level, and the last orb I needed was on the other side of the door, and I just landed short of the orb and landed in the door, because if you had to land perfectly, because there's a bomb on the other side of the orb, and if you go too far, you explode and you have to start the level over. And so I was trying to make the jump perfectly, and I landed inside the door, and I had to replay the whole thing. Oh, bad. It was so bad. But I love that game to death. It's got me hooked right now. That and Super Meat Boy are probably the two modern best platformers. I love them so much.
Yeah.
And then I've been playing Yoshi's Island because I'd never really played it before, and everybody seems to love it. And I'm kind of trucking through the first world a little bit, and I really like the music and I like the art style. I hate the baby. Yep. I hate the baby. So I really have to turn the volume down, which sucks because I love the music and I love the sound effects of everything else. And it just sucks that baby has to cry. But somebody pointed out to me in the Twitch stream, if the baby's crying, you're not playing the game right. And I'm like, you're right. I'm not. So,
That's a good thought.
yeah. So I guess I have to get good.
I mean, it kind of makes you feel shitty as a player too.
I know.
Just like, God, I made the baby cry.
But that's really all I've been playing. I don't
Moose?
really know how else to like.
Not Zelda, because I beat it.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Going for those Korok seeds now, right?
No.
Nope.
Scrub.
Fuck.
Scrub.
That. No, you don't need Korok seeds.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
You need 900 of them to 100% the game.
I'm not 100%ing the game. I don't care.
Scrub.
There's no trophies involved in this, so I don't give a shit.
Moose,
Go back to your feet.
You just have to understand. You just have to understand. Corey is reveling in one of the few times he gets to shit talk. Somebody.
I know exactly.
Go back to your UMDs, scrub.
Anyways, so last week, I think last Monday,
Proprietary memory cards.
Yeah.
during lunch, and then
did you do a dance when you were done?
No, it was kind of
now you're a scrub.
It was kind of a lackluster, to be honest.
Yeah, that final boss fight with Ganon is bad. Like it's just it's not challenging at all.
So like what was it? Sunday, I was like, all right, well, I need to go find all of the. So like you're given like 7 pictures, and you can go find like the memories in the world. And if you do, like, it gives you a little bit more backstory on like what's going on, and little a window into like the life of Zelda and Link. And so I was like, well, I'm going to do that, and then hopefully get the ending. That was more fun and more like that entertained me more than like the boss fight and the story at the end. You know, like the ending that it was. Now, spoiler alert, if you haven't played it, go watch something else. But I hope that we get a direct sequel to the game. I think that would be awesome. I think there's some things they can improve with the game, and gameplay wise and story wise. But all in all, it was an amazing game.
I would really like to see them play with the color palette in the next game. Like how this one really plays with like blue and green and stuff and white, and I guess brown, but like really the blues and the greens are the color palette of this game, with a little bit of like the purple and black when you're around like the castle or in the Divine Beast or whatever. Yeah, I'd really like to see the whole world play with that black, purple, red dynamic. Yeah, like really just paint the whole world that color and see what would happen in a dark world type situation.
Yeah, I
give Zelda an upside down like Stranger Things. That'd be a good time.
I really want to play as Zelda. I think it's time. It's time.
Yeah,
it's time.
Like everybody, people were like, "Oh, get Korok seeds so you can expand your inventory." Like I had 46 when I beat the game.
Scrub.
That's all. I didn't need any more than that. I was carrying swords around that I wasn't even using, that I've never even used, because I think they need to get rid of the durability in the game. I think they can keep it, but they should allow you, like, if you find a weapon that you like, you should be able to repair it.
You should be able to You should be able to upgrade it and make it permanent,
right? Or just repair it. You're like, oh, okay, go out and find this ore, refine the ore at a forge, and then you can repair it. You know what I'm saying? So that you there's still a durability there, but then you can still repair your stuff. That's the only gripe I had about the game, because I had some cool weapons where like once they broke, like they were gone. But then when the blood moon comes, you can go back and farm certain ones, and so it wasn't that big of a loss. But that was my biggest thing about it.
I think it would be cool if they added maybe if they keep the durability and you don't get to fortify the weapons you want, maybe there's like legendary weapons that you can go out and find that are very durable or can be fortified to be permanent.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah,
And,
but
like,
see, then
even
the problem there is you're playing Zelda, and it's about the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like a lot of people beat this game without even finding the Master Sword or the
I know you're serious, but come on. there are
No, he does have a point. Like that is the main focus. That's the main focus of.
There are enough purists out there that will be like, if I don't get my Master Sword, my Hylian Shield, this isn't Zelda.
I'd like to see him do something where, like,
and then those same people are going to be like, I got to play as a girl, Zelda. That's not. I play as Link. Otherwise, it's not Zelda.
Yeah,
except it actually is Zelda.
That's a great internet commenter.
That's true. Yeah. So
I just think like they've thrown so much out the window already. Like like even when I was playing, like when I found Link's tunic or when I scanned the amiibos in to get resources and I ended up getting the traditional Link tunics, like I was a little disappointed putting them on and playing with them. You know, I was like, I feel disappointed when I'm wearing this stuff. I like all the other stuff that I've found, you know.
I like wearing the sneaking outfit. The one that's supposed to be like high stealth, but it's
like bright blue and red.
It blends into no environment in the game at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the suit made of metal that protects you from heat.
Oh, yeah. You're like, you would be frying in that.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a walking sauna.
Yeah. That is pretty
So is my
funny.
wife.
I was like trying to stay away from that, Corey, and you went there. Glad I didn't do it. Fucking idiot.
For those of you that don't get the joke, that's my wife's name.
Yeah.
I had to explain the joke to make it.
So you're not doing the Korok seeds. That's fine.
No, I did all the shrines.
Mm-hmm.
I collected I did all the shrines to get the old school Link tunic and stuff, hat, and I guess you get shorts with it. So I got that. I leveled up the ancient for defense, the ancient wear. I leveled that up the most and wore that in the final battle. Like Jason was saying that I should do the barbaric set, which gives you attack power, and like to farm this stuff to level that up. I was like, I'm good the way I am. So like I said, like I finished the shrines. I did all the shrines last weekend, and then like Saturday, and then Sunday I started to do all the memories. And so I only had like 1 or 2 memories during my lunch break on Monday, and then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just going right into it. So I went right to Hyrule Castle. I skipped some of the Lionels. Like I was like, I'm not gonna fight these guys if I don't have to. So I like
fighting Lionels is a bitch, dude. They suck.
I have no problem like doing it because like I have so much food that just boosts, like instantly restores my health and gives me the 3 extra hearts that I need. But I was just like, I'm not gonna bang my head against the wall fighting these guys. So I worked my way around them, got to the end, did the boss fight. I thought the boss fight was the first one was pretty cool. The second one was all right. And then like they make you like ride around on a horse, and I'm like, fuck this. I got off the horse and was on foot like the entire time. I didn't even ride the horse on the second fight. And so anyways, but I highly recommend it. It's a great game. I think, like I said, there's ways they can improve it. Like even forging your own weapons, like allowing you to be a blacksmith and kind of like go out there and like learn that. And I think that would be cool. I think it would also be cool to like combine weapons, like go find 2 weapons and maybe combine them together to get your durability up. I think that would be pretty cool. So I don't know what they're gonna do with the next one, but that the durability it's just irritating because like you're fighting and all of a sudden it's low, and sometimes like you don't know how the durability works unless you've played with that specific weapon multiple times to it breaking. That you're like, oh, well, maybe with this weapon I have 10 shots, like a bow. I might have 5 shots before it breaks. Oh wait, no, I only get 1 shot before it breaks. And it's just like, well, then you got to sit there and cycle to another weapon, and it just gets annoying while you're in the heat of the battle. because like some weapons you want to keep using till it breaks because it shoots out 3 arrows at the cost of 1. So like while you're trying to do bomb damage to a Lionel who's far away from you, you want to use the 3 arrow bow instead of the 1 arrow bow because it's putting out that many more bomb arrows, and so that kind of got annoying. But other than that, things are good. I'm probably like, since I got the challenge going on this year, I probably will not play it that much this year, but I do want to get the DLC. I'd like to start a second playthrough from scratch now, knowing what I know about the game, but I'll probably do that like next year. Just like check it out next year, and like buy the DLC on sale this holiday season, and then start up a brand new game. You should play the DLC during your next playthrough. That's what I was going to do. Like I was going to, because like I'm kind of disappointed. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved my experience with Zelda, but waiting so long and then playing the DLC that I feel like should have been integrated into it would have been benefit to play through it, like through the normal playthrough. I feel like you would have gotten a lot more out of it. Yeah. And especially like waiting so long, going back to it, that first part of the DLC is brutal, man. It is like, because like they give you this weapon and it's like it's 1-hit kills, but everything that hits you kills you in 1 hit, and that includes like those flying bats that swarm you, and you know, even falling off a higher cliff or whatever, like it just instantly kills you. Which was, it's so hard once, because like I played the DLC after I played Horizon for so long and then playing Assassin's Creed for so long, that going back to the Zelda and like trying to figure out the buttons while trying to play through this hard DLC was like, it was really rough. So yeah, I would definitely recommend playing through it during a normal playthrough.
Andy Kluel in the chat wants to know if Moose has any amiibos to access Epona and stuff like that.
No, I do not, and I'm like, fuck you. I'm not buying amiibos to get that stuff.
You should buy them all, like I did.
I'm not playing your game, Nintendo. I don't have space in my house to put that kind of stuff. I don't like. I want it. I'd love to have a Pona or whatever, and I'd love to have like some of the other stuff that you can get. But it's just like, no, I'm not buying your little amiibos and giving you even more money for stuff that should be like unlockable and in the game.
Yeah, like I bought a few amiibos. I did not even attempt to use them on my playthrough on Wii U, and I definitely won't on Switch. Yeah. Just because if it's in the game, it should be in the game.
Right. Totally agree with you.
And then I don't want Corey to do his, but it's in the game. You just need this one thing, and I'm like, no, I will not doing that.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I agree. Amiibos are dumb, but I'm also dumb, so that's why I bought them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm with you there. That's why I bought them. I'm like, hey, I got Pac-Man. That's pretty dumb. I got Mega Man. That's pretty dumb.
I want a round yellow ball with eyes and some boxing gloves to stand next to my.
Hey, he's standing on legs. He's got his boots on. Shut up. Pac-Man's great. Fuck you, Corey.
Although my Shovel Knight amiibo is the best amiibo.
I mean, yeah. I do like. I think I probably have maybe 2 or 3 more I would get. Mm-hmm. I would get actual Samus. I would get actual sandwich.
Yeah, actual sandwich is good.
What is best sandwich?
I would get Waluigi because I do like Waluigi. I was waiting for shade, but I think you guys are still processing. That's cool.
I have the
Waluigi's cool. Rock on, man. I never beat with that.
What else? I'm trying to think of what I have and what I don't have.
You would get Sonic the Hedgehog.
Fuck him.
You would get King Dedede.
No.
Oh, I did.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, you did.
So other than Zelda, I finished.
You did a challenge game, didn't you?
Yeah, I finished Shadow Warrior this weekend.
Good for you.
It was good. And started Yakuza Kiwami, which is actually it's cool. It's a good game. I'm enjoying it. It's got the cool like beat 'em up like fighter, style to it. So I'm enjoying that. Like when you're like you're going down an alleyway and someone bumps into you and you're like, get the hell out of my way, and they're like, no, you should apologize to me, and then you like, it erupts into a fight, and so like you're going through tutorials like learning like the fighting moves of the game, and it's pretty cool. My only gripe, and it's just because I don't understand Japanese, is the game is in Japanese, so it's all subtitles, so it's like a lot of reading, and if you don't feel like reading, then you're just like going through the game and stuff. So anyways, I think I'm about to get to the point where like it kicks off the main story of the game. And so I'm having fun with that. Looking forward to playing some more of that. And then I fired up. So since I'm not playing Zelda on the Switch anymore, I kind of given it a rest and I started taking the Vita to work. So I'm playing Grand Kingdom on the Vita because I bought it and it's a great game. I love that game, and I just want to play more of it. So I recommend it. I think it's free right now. It's this month's free game. I think it's on Vita. It's supposed to be for Vita, but it's also they also have it free on PS4.
But it's not cross-buy, right?
No, it's free on both. See, I didn't think it was cross-buy because like in the original post they said also available on PS4, and I thought they just meant that the game was also available on PS4 because it isn't cross-buy, and I don't think it's cross-save either. But when I went to go check the store for it on PS4, it is free this month. So they're both free. But I highly recommend picking that up on PS4. The gameplay is pretty cool. It's like a lane strategy game. So like you have your teams are on either side of the arena, and then there's like 4 lanes, and then like so you'll have like a fighter. So he's got a shield and a sword, and he goes up and does his attack. You have a girl that does magic. You have one that heals you and also throws items, and then you have a guy that does ranged and you can change. Like these are just like the 4 main people that you start with, but like you could hire other people as you go. Like, you could hire alchemists, scholars. You can hire like thieves. I took on a thief earlier today, which is pretty cool. Sword masters and stuff like that. And the game is beautiful. Like it's beautifully drawn. Animations are awesome, and it's just really cool. But like, what's cool is your guy. Like you could be in the top row on the way back, and you could attack somebody in the bottom row. So you have like a pretty good like your strategy.
It's not like Darkest Dungeon where you would have to attack someone in front of you. Just
right in front of you. Yeah, and then also, there goes Corey. But also, he was tired of listening about Grand Kingdom.
He fell asleep on his keyboard and just.
But anyways,
my bad.
So then, and then like the other thing is collateral damage. So if you're using the bow and arrow guy to do an air attack on somebody, if your ally is next to him while you're doing the attack, they can take damage from it too. So it's kind of like you gotta, and then like there's attacks like the chick that does magic attacks. She does a charge attack. So when you charge it, it fires on her next turn. Well, if you've lined up people and then they move, you're screwed. Like the shot just goes off into nowhere. So you kind of got to bank on them kind of staying there. But it's a lot of fun.
That has a bit of XCOM to it. So
a little bit, yeah. So it's definitely got a strategy side to it. It's got an RPG element to it because like you level up and put points into things, but then you also you learn like new spells and new skills. And so I have yet to figure out how to use them, but I have them. And then, like I said, I'm doing a side quest right now. So you can stay with the main quest, or you can go off and do side missions to earn money and stuff like that and level up your characters. So that's what I'm doing right now. But I highly recommend checking out Grand Kingdom, especially since it's free. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So, nice. But that's been pretty much it. Tried going back to Earth Atlantis, so I've been playing that a little bit on, here or there. Because like last week, I kept taking my Switch to work, and I'm like, well, I'm not playing Zelda anymore, so what am I going to play? Super Meat Boy. Loving Super Meat Boy. And Matt was right. The 8-bit do controller is awesome with Super Meat Boy.
Yeah, so. I think I'm going to get that controller.
Yeah, it's the only the only problem that I have with it is I'm finding some mini games it doesn't work. Like it won't work with Golf Story. It won't work with actually pretty much any of that. So like it only works right now. The only game I can find it works with is Super Meat Boy and Breath of the Wild.
Wait, why doesn't it work with those games?
It's really weird. Like I'll power it up and I'll be able to move around the Switch with the controller just fine. But I'll go to power up Golf Story and it'll bring up the menu where you hit a button to like start and whatnot. Like it doesn't, like I can't hit A, I can't hit start, I can't hit like any of that stuff. And
that's so weird.
But I can hit the home button to go out to the home of the Switch and navigate the Switch just fine. It just won't work inside the game. So
that's weird.
A bunch of bullshit is what it is.
Yeah, so I haven't done too much research.
Language, Matt. My mom's watching.
Isn't she racist? No.
Dang.
Jeez.
Someone hasn't listened to last week's episode.
That's true. We throw his mom under the bus a lot, so
but she really
said that, I'm sure. Yeah.
She really is watching. She just texted me. She's like, "You look tired.
You should go to bed so you're not exhausted at your new job."
That's exactly what she said.
Mrs. Deering, I'm just kidding. Just making terrible jokes. It's what I do.
Matt, what have you been playing?
Matt's not very funny, Mom, if you didn't notice.
This is true.
He tries to. See, now he's going for like year 4 or 5, and he's going to be passed out during, which I need him to be.
This is my first one. This is my first one today. I saved myself for this show.
Okay.
I'm proud of you, Matt.
I saved myself for marriage. Not.
Nice. So I beat the final proper mission of Neo this week. And let me tell you, that game is amazing. That game, my friends, if you haven't played it, you should. And if you want to play it, you should. And if you want co-op, I will probably avoid going to New Game Plus for the foreseeable future because I kind of want to do everything else I can in New Game before I have to do that. But I'm also willing to co-op when I can. Just try and schedule something with me. Infinite_rewind on PS4. You know what it is. The final 2 areas, the one I talked about last week, where you fight Obsidian Samurai, and the final area, which I believe is called a Demon King Revealed. I think Bagel's about to go a wee bit crazy because I think Reba's getting home. But it is a tough level, and then you get to a boss gauntlet. That's not easy. Like all of them are. I think every boss that ever gave me significant trouble in Neo is in this gauntlet. And then at the end of it, you fight Oda Nobunaga, who has been resurrected by the dude that you see at the beginning of the game. His name is Kelly. And then you fight Kelly, and then you fight a giant 5 to 6 headed dragon that is the size of like a skyscraper, and it is difficult because you can't always see what's firing at you from where, especially in that fight. But then it ends, and then the credits roll, and then takes you back to the map, and you see a whole bunch of new missions that show up that are all basically little trial fights that are super over leveled. So I don't know if you have to sit there and grind levels to get adequate for them or what, but holy hell, like that game is so much fun, and it is rather addictive, and I feel like I would prefer that style of final level than just an anticlimactic ending, because at least like by the end of it, it's not just level boss fight and you're out. It's kind of like everything has a nice little crescendo, and then once it's over, like you actually feel the need to and I actually think they do enough to change the script on the boss fights in interesting ways. I won't go into that because that's that gets into spoilers, and I don't know everybody's opinion on that.
Yeah.
But I also fired up Monster Hunter. I created my character, customized my palico, and accepted the first quest. That's what I've done there. And I have not gone any further. And in the past week, like we've gotten Bagel, calm down. We've gotten some pretty cool news.
Just happy
that Burnout Paradise is coming to current gen consoles. It makes me very happy. That was the racing game I was super into before I played Mod Nation Racers, and I would be more than happy to play that game again. I'm super excited, and I will be doing that. I will be doing the multiplayer because the multiplayer was super fun. The game's cool, man. The soundtrack's really cool. I haven't played Mafia 3, but I think it'll scratch a lot of itches for Moose in the way that Mafia 3's pop music soundtrack did.
What if they made Mod Nation Burnout?
Don't think. No, I don't want that to happen. I like Mod Nation the way it is. Like it's super. I mean, like there's a reason I don't feel the need to play Mario Kart a lot, and it's because Mod Nation is better than Mario Kart.
Ooh, fighting words.
I mean, yeah, it drives better. I like the fact that you can create your own racer, your own car, your own courses, and it's not just cookie cut. Like you can get pretty intricate. Like it is as robust yet intuitive compared to the Little Big Planet user generated content engine, and it's as fun as Mario Kart. And there's no shitty blue shell that, is the great leveler. It's not, you can't, I mean, there are ways you can use, power-ups to just win at the end, but it's not a guarantee. You actually have to stay in the fight in order to do that. Yeah, Mod Nation Racers is one of the coolest kart racers ever. And now that someone has taken care of Burnout Paradise, bring Mod Nation to current gen. I would love it. I spent a lot of time creating cars and racers. I created actually really good versions of Daft Punk in that game. I created a really good Daft Punk car. I created a bunch of cars just with record label logos on them. I had a great time with that game. But back to where I was, Burnout Paradise is coming to PS4, and I'm stoked. I've already pre-ordered it, and I can't wait till it comes out next month. It's so close already. It's so close.
Yeah, which would be nice.
Yeah.
And then the month after that is Dark Souls.
I thought that was May, so 2 months.
Oh yeah, 2 months. I'm sorry, I'm thinking.
What's April? Isn't April God of War?
Yeah, 420.
And Nintendo Labo. Yeah.
I mean, you go ahead.
Order that cardboard, everybody.
There's
gonna be a party.
There are plenty of people that I respect going, wow, that's really cool. And I'm like, I don't agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they're thinking about it a different way.
I think it's cool for kids, but not for people our age.
Well, I think the one thing we sort of lose playing video games is like the sense of touch, which has kind of been one of the things that's like drawn me back to like board games or like whenever I see a pinball machine, I have to at least play one round. Like it's something like tactile, and it feels real, essentially. And I think that's probably what's tapping into it, but at the same time, like I don't see the enthusiasm. Like I just don't. And maybe somewhere down the line, someone says this is why we like it, and this is why it's cool, or this is why we liked it, and this is why it's not cool. Hopefully, I get more on that, but
yeah.
And Andy Cool in the chat, dude, that's just like your opinion, man. I'm assuming he's talking about Mod Nation Racers.
Over Mario Kart,
probably. and that's fair. But I would also posit that he's probably not played it. So
I wonder if Nintendo would ever take that idea and allow you to do that in Mario Kart. Maybe not like characters, but build your own tracks. Like Mario Kart Maker.
That'd be cool. That'd be super cool. I mean, I wish United Front was still around so Nintendo could just buy them and say, "Hey, we want to do this on our stuff." But yeah. And like the library of downloadable tracks on Mod Nation Racers was fantastic. Like some of them were actually, you download the track and you just drive through it and see what people have made and what's been put where, and that's really phenomenal. But it sadly doesn't really exist anymore. I wish United Front was still around so we could get that, but we can't. Other than that, I played a little bit of Breath of Wild at work one night, and yeah, I like that game. I like
it's a good game.
I like just walking around and aimlessly. I don't really aim at like the objectives or anything. I just go.
Nice.
Yeah, not played anything else. The reason I created my Monster Hunter character is Reba and I. Well, Reba wanted to play a video game with me, and she's like, "Can we do the Meat Boy one where we race?" And then I hooked up my Switch to the TV for the first time, and every controller I have was dead, so we couldn't do that. And so she's like, "I'm like, hey, you want to help me create my Monster Hunter character?" She's like, "That sounds fun." And then when she saw how you could customize the Palago, she's like, "Oh my God, we're gonna make this adorable!" And we did. I can't wait to actually start doing stuff in that game. Got my hammer ready.
Look out for Jeff, man. He's been playing it lately. And he asked me if you set up your character, and I said, I think that might be the only thing he did. So I was pretty much right. Yeah, I was like, he's probably maybe created his character, maybe got as far as I did, which is like into the hub, and that was it. Mm-hmm. So before I quit, and I deleted it. I don't.
Yeah, you deleted it?
Yeah.
Not doing it. That's cool.
Not doing it for me. I might try. I think because I've got the anxiety of like I've got 2 games done on my challenge. I've got a challenge to handle. And it's not. I don't know. It's not the type of game for me. I don't know.
I agree with you, Moose. Like it's not a bad game. It's just not for me. And I've tried so hard to get into that game because like I like the idea of that game. It's too slow for me. I don't know. I went into it a lot last week, but I totally agree with you, Moose. Like it's just I tried. I really did. I gave it 10 hours of my life. And I realized that that's probably not enough time to like get into what the game means, but at the same time it's like if that game's not hooking you after like probably like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, like it's not gonna hook you.
And that's the thing, like some aspect of it hook you. Like I mean, like the world's interesting, characters okay, like running or like the controls to me felt a little clunky. I'll forever hate Bloodborne for ruining me when it comes to controls. But like I'm just like I guess I should say I don't, like you said, nothing's hooking me and compelling me to go back to it and play it. So I just deleted it off the hard drive and was like, I'm moving on to something else. So, because I mean, we've got God of War coming out in April. I'll probably be playing Burnout with Matt when that drops. So I've got some other games that can fill. I got to make way for, and not only those, but also the challenge games that I got to play. So it's just like I don't have time to play a game that's not hooking me. Not necessarily off the bat, but like you said, within the first 2 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
If I got to play like freaking 40 hours to really get into the game, I'm like, what's the point? I'm wasting 40 other hours of my life. I could have played like Fallout or Sleeping Dogs and got that out of the way, that time. But,
yeah.
I mean, I think every game has its sort of barrier of entry.
Yeah.
Or like this certain point that you have to get to just sort of get it. Yeah, I know, Bagel. I'm boring. But like Corey, you've done some hunts, you've killed some monsters, and it's just not for you. I feel like you've given it the time. I really do.
Yeah.
Like if you've done like the basic loop, what makes you think making the loop more sophisticated is going to really be the thing that brings it home? And like Andy in the chat said, why play it if it's not fun? Fair. Yeah. Like it's one thing for the people to start like a walking simulator like Gone Home and walk through. Oh, hang on. I think I'm gonna have. Well,
Bagel's excited.
Bagel is losing his shit.
Mama's home.
Yeah, Mama's home. He's excited.
Bagel had a little too much cream cheese.
Oh.
A dog eats cream cheese, or he's eating shit on the floor. And in Rick and Morty terms, he's gonna get swifty. Now, Andy says the DS games are fun to the right crowd. I'm assuming he's talking about the DS games of Monster Hunter, not Dark Souls.
And I know what I said was he said, why play a game if it's not fun? And I said, well, for a challenge. I said some people play the Dark Souls games for the challenge, and it might not necessarily be fun. I said, but they are fun to me.
Yeah.
And that's what he was saying. He was talking about the Dark Souls games. He's like, but the Dark Souls games are fun. And I was like, yeah, but still, someone could be playing it for the challenge of beating the bosses, and they might not be having a good time at it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Just saying. Well, I was just trying to give an example of playing something that might not be fun to you, and like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I was trying. That's where my point was trying.
At the same time, I feel like the people that play the Souls series, like they're getting. I mean, any video game that you continue to play, you have to be getting something out of it to keep playing.
Yeah, right.
Which I think in, what was it, Fathers of the Grind, Tim said, what's the worst game you've ever completed? And I said Orc Slayer. And it wasn't because that game had a poor story or the game was difficult for the sake of it. No, the game has all of that and more. It is poorly written, poorly executed. The gameplay mechanics are terrible. The shooting is basically broken. It's not just challenging. It is painful to try and get through. And I did that because it was a 3 to 5 hour platinum. It took me 6 hours, but that's 6 hours I'll never get back. And yeah, I got a platinum trophy out of it, but like that was when I said, nah, I'm just gonna fucking easy platinum. I'm gonna I'll platinum games I like. I'll platinum games I think are fun. I'll platinum games I want to put the time in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was never gonna be Hakum or Rough Dog or any of those other trophy hunters anyway, because I didn't start in 2008 when they added trophies or whatever.
And you're more dedicated to the fun factor than to the actual.
Yeah, like I would rather. I mean, and I still look at a game, any game I'm playing, and if I'm not, chuckling to myself at some point because of something dumb I did, or it wasn't. I didn't just get the dopamine release of doing something cool. That's usually when I say, nah, I'm kind of done. And I was glad I played enough of Neo to have the sense of it to add it to my game of the year list last year. And I'm really glad I sort of passed up doing new stuff to do that all the time this year, because I might have missed it. I might have not gotten back to it, and I don't regret the hours and days I spent playing it. The game is really cool.
Yeah.
And it's probably it might actually be one of the 50 best games I've ever played.
Yeah.
So, Corey has stories.
Mm-hmm.
Corey.
That'd be the topic of the show. Let's talk about your stories, man.
Yeah. Story time with Corey Deering.
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, so I actually had like a normal human being week this week where like the day after we recorded last week's episode, I went out with some friends from my old job to like kind of fill them in on what I was doing now, and like just kind of hanging out and whatever. Went to wing night. It was really awesome.
Nice.
I haven't been to wing night in like 3 years, and it's at Quaker Steak and Lube. It's like all you can eat wings for $14.99, wings and fries, and I ate. Let's just say we got our money's worth plus some. It was I probably ate like 40 wings. It was so
cow. That's awesome though.
It was so good.
I think I would literally burst if I ate 40 wings.
Yeah, so. I felt like it. I felt like it for like 3 days.
Oh yeah, like you feel like you hate yourself. Did you get like the creeping headache? You know, like when you like eat like so much, like you get that pain that just like creeps up the back of your neck. Like,
yep.
You're just like, oh, you're like, what did I do?
Yeah. And like, I didn't want to like stop early. Like if everybody else was getting wings, I didn't want to stop getting wings. So I just kept going. It was the peer pressure, man. The peer pressure.
Pace yourself.
You didn't have peer pressure. You had internal pressure. You're like, I'm going.
Yeah.
We're doing this.
It's true. I was like, my wife's not here. She can't stop me. Ah. That's what it was.
Nice.
That's
the only way men survive is if their wives or significant others stop us from doing stupid stuff.
Yep.
That's true. Mm-hmm. Very true. Very, very true.
It's either that or luck.
True. Mostly the first one, though. Mostly if our significant others stop us.
Oh, yeah.
Because let's face it, we're not that lucky.
No.
Let's just face it. The only luck we had was finding a significant other. That's where it ended.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And now I just put my survival into her hands.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Okay, Moose, you asked in the chat favorite sauce flavor. You can't just go to the chat. We all have to talk about this now.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was talking to Andy specifically. Not to y'all.
Oh, you and Andy are having your own conversation.
Maybe you guys can go over there and have sauce cast.
Anyways, y'all
awesome
can what's y'all's favorite
sauce?
Anyways, what are we talking about sauce now?
It's the subject is out there. Corey.
Okay.
You hunkered down some wings.
I did.
What kind of sauce you get on them bad boys?
Well, I started out with I didn't want something too hot, so I would ruin my mouth for the rest of the night. So I started out with some dusted chipotle barbecue. It's very good. Very good. It's a dry rub. It's not really a sauce. And then I moved on to medium.
Dry rub.
Yeah. Blisters.
Now, are you more barbecue or more buffalo?
I'm more like, I'm not really a big buffalo, or I'm not really a barbecue guy, but I'm not really a buffalo guy either. I like to taste the different types of, like, I want to see what they can make without the term buffalo or barbecue. So like,
And since I was not here for the first part of your story, where were you when these wings were
Quaker
consumed?
Steak and Lube.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Matt
All right.
doesn't.
I have some other questions, but I don't think they're
There
really
are
pertinent.
there are limited places in this area to get decent wings.
No. I'm not. That's not what. The last word was lube.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all.
Have you never been there?
Clearly, I haven't.
That surprises me.
Why?
Because you live in Pennsylvania and they're all over the place there.
Are they?
Yeah.
They are, dude.
Really?
They're everywhere.
In Philly?
I don't know about Philly, but I know in Western Pennsylvania they're everywhere.
Oh yeah. You know how far Western Pennsylvania is? Far enough that
It's a
I don't
half
want to
hour
drive.
I'd never go to that side.
Western Pennsylvania is the definition of Pennsatucky, or the Alabama of the North.
Dude, man, there's a couple of wing places right in fucking Philly, man. Chicks and Wings, King of Wings, Moriarty's.
Yeah, but I don't want the fuck Moriarty's. Moriarty's wings are garbage. No, but like
I'm just dickhead.
I get it. You're just
asshole. I'm not like saying the best. Okay, wings to go. East Coast wings is all right. Sorry, let the man get back to his story. So.
Please.
There's a really good place by my house actually called Winking Lizard. It's really good. They have really good wings. Something is happening in the chat, I feel like, because Moose just left.
I said I'd never go to Pittsburgh. My cousin Andy's in Pittsburgh.
Oh, shunning family, Moose. What are you doing?
No, I said that'd be the only reason I'd go there. I have no inclination to drive to the western side of the state.
Yeah, there's
no disrespect to him. Or
there's
like
no,
the
there's
area.
no. I'm just
I
saying,
just
there's
have no reason to go out that way.
Like there are no. The closest thing to me, I think, is actually Mechanicsburg, and that's over an hour away.
You know what? You want to know the real reason? It's too close to Ohio.
No, true. I like Ohio actually. Some of my favorite memories visiting my biological father were when he lived in Ohio. Shortly
you never visited me, jerk.
Because I didn't know you, and you weren't even born yet when my parents were divorced. So stop. But yeah, you like it. You like how I did that, huh? You like that? I don't know.
It sounds like it's getting dirty.
Just wait for it. You don't want to move back to Allentown. You really don't, Andy. You don't. Oh, and by the way, no disrespect to you, Andy. Yeah, Pittsburgh does suck. I've been there twice. It blows.
As a person who lives in Ohio, I agree that Pittsburgh is not great.
Yeah. Well, he wants to move back because of family. Okay. A large number of our family in that area, especially his parents. Mm-hmm. So, are
those the parents that I met, or no?
No, that was both of our aunt and uncle, Nancy and Dave. But his dad is the youngest brother of my dad.
Oh, okay.
So, all right. Yeah, and I think he's got his sister, my cousin. He is having a baby soon. If she didn't already have the second baby, so he's got little nieces and nephews running around. I think he's got a nephew right now, and he might be a niece she's having. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm not in the know like I should be, just because I don't know. Anyway,
well, if it makes you feel any better, like I don't find out that people have had kids until I'm back in Iowa and I see them. I'm like, oh, who's that? And they're like, oh, that's John's kid. I'm like, wait, he had kids? Like, oh yeah, didn't you know? I'm like, no. Every time I ask my mother how anybody's doing, she's like, oh, they're good. Really good.
Yeah, and there's like, no like she's pregnant.
Yeah,
they said they're good.
It's not like you're gonna come home for a family reunion and all of a sudden there's a lot more little Rugrats than you remember. Like,
right. So we keep hijacking Corey's story time. And I look at him. I know he's like with these motherfuckers.
He's like Matt's doing it again.
Why these motherfuckers ever shut up? So Corey, you went out and had wings, and you ate way too much because Sana wasn't there to stop you.
Because that's what you
That's
do.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm with Joey, by the way.
You went with Joey?
Yeah, Joey can pack some wings away. Let me tell you.
Oh, I'll bet you both can.
Yeah.
Now wait a second. Now was this like a hey guys, we're going out? What was it? That Tuesday night or like Wednesday night? Or,
Tuesday.
So like, did you guys plan it like a couple days in advance?
Yeah.
Or okay, so you knew. So you were like, I am not eating today at all. Like that. If I know I'm going to eat wings, or if I'm going to like,
I didn't plan that well, Moose.
Oh.
I just said I was going. I still ate like garbage the days before.
No. I'm not saying you don't have to eat. I'm just saying like that day, be like, all right, I'm gonna have like a piece.
He's like,
of
I'm gonna have little garbage for breakfast.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat some sliders. I'll go get some sliders.
Yeah, a little less garbage for lunch, but dinner. Oh man, back the dump up into my mouth.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Not gonna lie. Dusted mango habanero. I had.
Oh, there you go.
That was pretty good. I wasn't expecting it because I'm not like a big fruity guy on my wings, like or sauces or whatever. Like,
dude, mango salsa is the bomb.
It is pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it.
But it was pretty good. Louisiana liquors were pretty good. They're kind of a, I don't know, Cajun-y buffalo sauce. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really good. So I probably packed away like 40 wings. It was delicious.
Nice.
Yeah. And then Friday was my last day at my old job. It still feels weird to say that, but like it was kind of weird because I'd been walking into that building for 7 years, and it was weird. It was really weird.
Like it's weird going and having it be your last time going there before you move on. You know?
Yeah, and like I had worked with a lot of the same people, which is weird for a restaurant, but I worked with a lot of the same people for 10, 12 years. You know, I started working there in high school and kind of just stayed, you know, and you know, they all got me cards and signed a big group one, and they threw a pizza party. It was kind of
nice.
It's kind of nice. It was weird. And they got cake. There's a lot of cake. It was good. It was a good time.
I don't think that's weird if you worked with them for a long time.
No, I just like when people leave, they just like they get them like a cake or something and say good luck, whatever, you know. And it's just like that's all I was kind of like expecting. And like, you know, some of the people I had become friends with, I was like, well, yeah, like I'll probably see you, you know, like Joey and a couple other people that we hang out with, and it's just like I don't know. I wasn't expecting all that, and they really kind of made it this awkwardly weird emotional moment because it was just like I don't like it. But it was kind of nice. So, and then I had my first weekend off in forever, and Son and I started. We celebrated Valentine's Day yesterday because I worked on Valentine's Day. Well, I worked in a restaurant. It's busy.
Mm-hmm.
And we found a kitchen table, man. We found a nice dining room table out of the dumpster.
Trash pick is legit, yo.
I saw that.
I'm like, of course you're going to find that shit in the trash. The best shit is in the trash. All you have to do, clean it off, you're fine.
Well,
I know. It's good.
Half the time,
it had some dings. Like, it had some nicks in it. And I was like, Sana cleaned it up, and I went and got the chairs. We only found 3 chairs. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. So we brought it in.
There's only 2 of us. All right, fine.
And we kind of like shoved all the furniture into the middle of the room and kind of rearranged our whole living room. And at first we were like, we'll just deal with this during the week. Like we'll move stuff around during the week, and we just got to get this table in here. And we went to lunch at 2:30, and right before we left, we both stood and stared at the living room. And we were like, no, we're doing this when we get home. So we like rushed out the door to go eat. And as we were pulling out, we pulled by the dumpster and the fourth chair magically appeared in front of the dumpster.
That's awesome.
So now we have all 4 chairs to this dining room table that barely fits in our apartment. And we spent all night last night rearranging the living room, which is why the game room looks like a mess, because this is now the room where all the furniture goes when you don't know what to do with it. And now there's like junk on the floor, junk on the chair, junk over there. It's just like everything in here is just like, yeah. So I'm sure somebody watching was like, why is that kid's room so messy? And I was like, well, that's my explanation. That's all I got.
That's not bad. I like, it was funny when I was married and we moved into when we started renting a house not too far from where I live now. Like my ex-wife would be like, well, let's go get some furniture. I'm like, no, here's what we're going to do. We're going to save a bunch of money. We're going to wait till spring and we're going to walk down the street. She's like, why? I go, trash picking. She's like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, no, you actually do, because you'd be amazed at what you will find on the curb in this city.
Somebody probably
your story's real weird, because like, I'll bet you the person who was throwing that away, like, wow, the table's gone. All the other chairs are gone.
Well, the thing is, there's two really nice corner bookshelves. Like they fit in the corner, like the wall corners.
What were they like? Were they like 90 degrees?
Yeah.
Oh man, you fucked up not getting those.
Well, you
complete the dining room set. I'm with you there.
We went to pull them out, but the way they threw them in the dumpster, they just annihilated the back panels and like.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Like we wanted them, like I really wanted them for stuff, and it's just like.
What do you mean the back panels? Like the backing?
Well, not just the panels, but like the backings had big dings and holes punctured and like
the stuff that's going to be against the wall that you're not going to see.
Yeah, but then the stuff you would see had like big chunks taken out of it and dings and
no, fair and
right. And like green dents from the dumpster, and it's like we could probably salvage this if we took the time to do it, but it's just like it's probably not worth it.
Yeah, no, you did the right thing.
So we found that, and then we went to lunch/dinner, and then man, I'm so tired of moving stuff. And then this morning I started my new job, which was pretty exciting. Like there's a lot of change happening in my life right now, and I don't really know.
Derek's going through it.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So
it's a marathon of emotions.
Yeah. And
a veritable bukkake of responsibility now.
Whoa.
Yeah, I went there.
Yeah, you did. Man, I hope my mom's not still watching. That's going to be an awkward conversation when she calls me.
Mrs. Derrick, if you're going to Google it, it's B-U-K.
Nope. Not going there.
I like how Moose has this face of like silent dignity, but at the same time, he's like, I kind of want this to happen.
I can just film that while she Googles it. Oh, that would just be terrible. That'd be terrifying. But yeah, I started my new job today, and it was pretty exciting.
Nice.
So. A lot of changes. We're making room for.
Congratulations on your new job, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We're. I guess it's safe enough to say this now. We are preparing for an addition to the family. A little one.
Yeah.
You're adopting Joey. He's not little.
I know. I'm sorry. But he's so cute when he shaves his beard and he gets drunk and his eyes are closed the whole time. And
that smile, like he's basically the living embodiment of like Hopper from Stranger Things. But no, congratulations. I'm very happy for you, sir.
I'm excited. I'm a little bit terrified, but I'm also excited.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Even at my age, I'd be terrified. So
yeah. So There's already a space being formed to move the podcast setup out into the living room because the game room is going to become
The baby room.
The kids' room. So,
yeah.
So that's exciting. Yeah. We already talked about it. No touch screens, buttons first. We're talking about games. Buttons first. We're going to start with, some people say start with the NES, but I say Super NES because it's a little bit more refined.
Yeah.
Have you started thinking about this already, Corey?
I have. I've been thinking about it since.
How to train the little one on video games?
Yeah.
Is Sana far enough along that you guys know what the gender is? Or?
Yep, we know what it is. We know what we're naming. It's a girl. So we are naming her Riley.
Okay.
Aww.
And yeah, it's pretty exciting. And I've started dabbling in probably hand drawing some, like, I don't know. We're gonna do some Disney stuff. We're gonna do some Marvel and video gamey type characters that are like not like Disney princesses. We want to do like cool characters like Bagel sprinting around.
Bagel's not that cool, dude. Don't put him on your wall. For your
why?
child.
No, we're gonna do like Moana and Mulan and Merida from Brave and
the Konami code.
Yeah. Yep. How'd you guess? That's her middle name.
I just see Andy Cool in the chat going A, B start and a D pad.
Well, no, he's talking about.
No, I know.
SNES, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
I started laughing and then I looked up to see context, and I'm like, oh, he's actually being very thoughtful, but at the same time, I just looked at the Konami code.
We're actually going with the Donkey Kong barrel code to give her 50 lives. Because to survive in this world, she's probably gonna need them.
Right.
Oh man, but yeah, we're gonna do some cool like gamey / Disney / stuff we're into, but like with a female focus. Like I'll probably put my Aloy statue next to her crib.
There you go.
The collector's edition. That'll be fun. I have a Tomb Raider statue somewhere.
Now, I just want to ask this just because I like asking questions. Is this a situation where you will let your child just come to video games, or will you say, hey, you need to play video games?
I mean, it might be a little bit of both. Like if it catches her eye, like I'll kind of guide her into it and show her some things about it if she's interested. But like, I don't want her to be one of those kids that taps on an iPad all day and is like,
right.
I don't want that. If she's really going to be interested in something, I want to like teach her like, okay, these are simple games for kids on Nintendo. Like I want her to learn how to play Mario the right way and some things like that. I'm not going to like force her to play games though. Like, I mean, if she's not into it, she's not into it.
That's more what I was sort of asking with my question, because I mean, I know when my parents, they bought me a Nintendo because I said I wanted one a lot when I was 7.
Yeah.
I was 6, but then for my 7th birthday I got it. But like my parents were also, if I wanted a game, like they actually like would have the person take the box out of the cage that it was in, and they would read the description and be like, I don't think this will make you think. And that's not to say they were, doing, every sort of educational game they could think of. Like they were generally like, and I don't even know how conscious this was, but a lot of the times the games that they got me, I actually had to think about a lot more than I think even they expected to. But they wanted me to think about it rather than just keep doing the monotonous action.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my dad brought home an Atari because he was interested in it, and then I kind of just played it because he had it, and then my grandma got me a Game Boy. So like, I was at an age where when I got an Atari and a Game Boy, I didn't really know what games were. I just they were just always around, as long as I can remember. And it's just like, I was into them because they were around. And then, obviously as I got older, I started learning about, there's different systems and these games are better than these ones. And I didn't care if these games were good. I just wanted to play really bad Ninja Turtle games. And, so I don't know. They're going to be around, and if she's interested, she can play. And then if she shows interest in it, I'll guide her, but I'm not going to be like, sit down and play this for 2 hours, bro. Jump over that Goomba.
If you don't jump over that Goomba, you are out of the family. No.
Time out.
I like Captain Cannon's approach. If I ever had kids, it would just be, which I probably won't at this point, but it'd just be like, if they want to play it, they play it. I'm not going to be like, you need to play Mario. It'll just be like, try and find a common ground and then like do suggestions. Be like, okay, well, you like this game, here, try this game. Or be like, this is the first game Daddy played. You know what I mean? So try this game and see how you like it, and and sit there and play with them. Or alternate controllers, like play a game where you could take turns playing the game so that you're playing together but not playing. You know what I mean? Like where they have their chance to focus on the level and try and learn it, and they're not like anxious because you're in the same world as them, and they're trying to like move as fast as you would. You know what I mean? They don't have that pressure. So
in our Game of the Year bonus episode, when he was on and he started talking about watching his son develop a like for video games, and talk about Slime Rancher and things like that. Like, I thought that was super. That was like beautiful in a very cool way, because all three of us have been playing video games for long enough that we might not remember every single, and I'm using this term loosely, religious experience we've had with games. And I don't mean like it's, I don't mean like we worship at the altar of it, but like there are definitely those moments where that happen, and you're like, this is an emotion bigger than I really understand. Now, granted, like for example, the first religious experience I had, like with video games, was when on my 7th birthday I opened the case to Legend of Zelda. Like, I saw that I got I opened the present, saw that I got, but then I opened the case and pulled out that gold cartridge, and I was like, whoa, this is important. And and that's not something I would understand until closer to the age I am now. But like, I like the fact that at least, and Phillips, from what I know, having had drinks with the man and talked to him about just being a parent, like he's a lot better than he will ever let on with his kids. And I feel like, and I have the utmost faith in you, Corey. I know you'll be fantastic, because you're not a dick. You're just not.
I do my best.
I mean, I know that like you balance a lot, and I mean, having met both you and Sana in person, I know you guys will be fantastic parents, and I wish you all the best.
Thanks. Yeah. I hope I'm a good dad, and I hope my kid's into video games, but it's not like, obviously it's not like one of those things I'm going to base my love for my child on, like I was lucky enough that like the games I was into, like the things I was into also had games surrounding the things I was into, like Ninja Turtles and X-Men and Batman, and then my cousin got me Mario and Donkey Kong and Tetris, and I think that made it easier too for me to get into games. So like if I think the thing is, if my kid's going to be in the video games, you start them out on the ones that like, if they show interest in something like something on TV, like a kid's show, you find a game that teaches them, or you find a game that has that in common with what they like, and maybe we'll teach them something, and then they'll move into other things if they want to, and then if not, well, I guess we'll try cheerleading or dance or softball or soccer or whatever band instruments stuff.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Maybe my kid will watch our shows and she'll be in the final because she likes Matt more than me. Who knows?
I'm just gonna do this right now. Riley, don't like me more than your dad, please. It'll be worse on both of us, and I don't know how good of a role model I can really be to you. However, if you want to talk music someday, I will have a conversation with you. But listen to your father.
I'll just send a picture. I'll just send a picture of her in a Praise the Sun onesie to you. It'll be fine.
I keep you know that pink death metal shirt that I have?
Yeah.
With like the cloud and the rainbow on it. I keep seeing onesies of those.
Oh boy.
There you go, bro. There you go.
I think someone's getting a shower gift.
That's how Riley was made.
Text me your address. I don't know how Santa's going to feel about it. Don't care. Still sending it. Because the one thing I know about babies is they pee and poop through everything. So you're going to need onesies. Yeah. Death metal or not.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Well, gentlemen, shall we move into 20 questions?
Yeah.
I mean, Moose is so excited to take the lead.
I don't think I will.
Not today, Moose. Not today.
I'd love to know what game. I want to know. I'm kind of curious to know what game Jason gave him.
Nobody gave me this game. I picked it myself.
It's going to be God Hand because that's the game he wants on.
Watch, he tries Lemmings, and we just have to say, no, you can't do that because it's already been used.
Lemmings 2.
Marble Madness.
Fuck off. Okay.
What a great game Marble Madness was.
It was one of the weirder fucking cool games that I've ever played in my life.
I discovered that game in my grandma's basement when my cousin was playing Double Dragon and he went to pee and there was a stack of NES cards and the first one on top was Marble Madness, and he punched me really hard when I took his cartridge out because he was really far and I started playing Marble Madness. It's like
super
fair. Now we work together.
About 3 weeks after I was given Marble Madness by my dad, he told me why he got Marble Madness. He's like, "Well, I saw it in the thing at the store, and I played it, and it was really hard. So I figured if it was really hard for me, it'd be really hard for you."
Yeah,
and because every game we've gotten you've beaten pretty. It seems like you've beaten them pretty easily. I don't think you'll beat this very easily. 2 weeks later.
The reason why I bought a PSP is because there was a game called Mercury Meltdown, and it looked like Marble Madness.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact.
Marble Madness was cool, man. Marble Madness was really cool.
Really cool.
So, Moose, if you're using Marble Madness right now, thank you. If not, next time. Okay, so for those who don't know, this is 20 questions. Moose, the lovable little man with glasses and a goatee and a button-up shirt because he dresses for success today, he has a game up here. Corey and I are going to alternate asking questions up to 20. Every 5, we get a 2-minute huddle. After 20, we get a 5-minute huddle. But after that 5-minute huddle, we have to have a guess. Otherwise, we lose. If we lose, Moose gets a point. If we guess it, we get a point. So for those of you watching at home, you want to be rooting for us tonight because we don't need Moose winning again.
Yeah. Okay, so who's Are we ready? Who's going first? Me or you?
You, sir.
All right.
Okay.
Y'all ready? 30 seconds going now.
Should I ask him if the main protagonist is a marble?
Please don't.
Did this game come out before January 1st, 2000?
No. Matt, you ready? Go in.
Yes. Was this game initially released in the HD era?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this an indie game?
Yes.
Ooh. Nice.
Was this game initially released on current gen consoles?
Yes.
Ooh. Do you is your main protagonist or the thing you play as a spaceship of some sort? Okay. I was thinking like Resogun.
I got you. So, indie game released on current gen consoles.
How many is that?
That's Corey was the 5th. So we have
All right. 2 minutes starting now.
indie game initially released current gen consoles.
That's so many indie games.
There are. Okay, let's
2D, 3D, combat.
2D, 3D combat console. Let's see if there's any exclusives.
Yeah. Art style. I don't know if that would really help though. Unless it was something like Guacamelee, which has like a really unique art style, but
Or Earth Atlantis.
genre, yeah. Genre.
Okay. Start with genre. I'll go if there's any exclusivity for consoles. And then after that, I will go like East West.
1 minute.
And then it kind of has to depend on the answers at that point.
Okay, so what do you want me to go with? Like,
I think Matt's up first.
yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm up. You go
Combat?
genre.
Genre?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Second.
Moose, I'm asking my question now.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right.
On consoles, is this game exclusive to a particular platform versus another?
No,
Okay, so it's available on all three. That's what you're telling me.
not necessarily.
It could be on 2 and not 1, or 3 and not 1.
Corey, are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
Is this a roguelike?
No. Matt, you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Is this a Western developed game?
Define Western.
Not Japanese.
Not Asia.
What was your question again? Is it a Western?
developed game.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there platforming in this game?
No.
Ooh.
That's
That's
Is that
9.
That's 9. So I'm 10.
okay. All right, I'm gonna start counting. I'll keep track of questions, I guess. Matt,
Is this game available on Nintendo platforms?
no.
Okay.
Ooh.
So 2 minutes starting now.
Okay. So it is an Xbox,
Well,
PS4.
what if he's playing that trickery where it's available on Vita and PS4?
But see, we've kind of been pretty staunch that we can't do that.
True.
All right, I'm pausing the timer because, in my opinion, if it's exclusive to a platform, that would mean it's exclusive to that family. So it would be exclusive to the PS4, Vita, PS3, okay, or the Xbox One, 360, you know, okay. And since it's not, then it can't be something like that.
You forgot the all-important Surface tablet when you were naming Microsoft platform.
No, you didn't.
Sure. Sure. Anyways, 132 left. Okay. Starting back up. But I thought that was always like a general rule of ours. Like,
yeah, like
if it was exclusive to the you can't use that as like it's on multiple platforms, but they're in the same family. Like that doesn't work.
So modern indie game, Western developed,
no platforming and no roguelike. That eliminates a lot. Like that eliminates a lot.
So, I think that it's like point and click adventure.
It could be point and click. It could be something with, I don't know, something like Song of the Deep, where it's Metroidvania-esque, but
okay. So, point and click adventure shooter. Because Song of the Deep, there's shooting in it.
Yeah,
I think it's just a shooter.
It's not on a Nintendo platform, but it is on Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah, we could probably knock that one out by whether or not it's published by GameStop.
Yeah.
15 seconds.
I'm trying to think of other games that are similar in that way.
It's not exclusive to one platform, and it's not available on. So we know it's Xbox One and PS4. That's a timer. This is 11, right?
Yeah, it's my game. It's my turn. I'm going to knock it out. I'm going to try to eliminate Song of the Deep with one question here.
Okay.
Does this game take place underwater?
No.
Okay.
Not Song of the Deep.
Matt, are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Is this game played from the first person perspective?
No.
Okay, so it's not. That rules out Gone Home. That rules out Everybody's Gone to Rapture.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Outlast.
Yeah. Did we ask if this was a 3D game yet?
No.
Is this a 3D game?
Yes.
Okay.
Matt, you ready?
Oh. What's it? What am I? 14?
You're 14.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll with me on this one. Has this game been released yet?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. I don't want Chasm or things like that.
Understandable.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
No timer starting. I was under the inclination that all games had to have at least come out already.
Okay, that's fine.
Form. Like I think I got you guys on Darkest Dungeon because it was coming out on Switch.
On Nintendo,
it was already out for like the Vita and the PS4, but it was NPC, but it was coming to Switch. So that's why I think I got you guys. But
and that's why I thought of that. That's exactly why I thought of that.
No. I've always been under the understanding that the game has had to come out in some shape or form. And I'm not talking early. I don't think early access games count. So
I have an idea.
But anyways, Corey, go.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Or is it Matt?
Yeah, you're 15.
What are you thinking?
What if it's Kingdom Come Deliverance? Because it's technically an indie game. It's a 3D game. There's no platforming. Does this game take place in a medieval type setting?
No.
Dang it.
All right. 2 minutes starting.
I'm trying to think of obscure games that are like...
That have come out this generation. So initially released this generation.
Yeah. We should, man, 3D game. We still don't know perspective, though. Don't know perspective. We don't know combat. We don't, do we even know if there is combat?
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know any mechanics whatsoever yet. Everything
3D
we've gotten has been kind of. I don't think we've gotten like maybe 2 yeses this entire time.
Yeah.
I think you got more than 2 yeses.
Maybe I wasn't really keeping score. I'm too busy trying to figure out what this game is. So 16. That's me. So
Perspective combat.
I'll do perspective if you want to go combat.
Okay. What if it's something?
We know it's not first person. We know it's not.
50 seconds.
Did he say it is a 3D game?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is a 3D game. So I'm going to ask if it's isometric because we know it's not first person.
Okay. We do know it's not first person? Yeah, you asked. Okay, and I'll ask about combat.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Is this an isometric game?
No.
Okay.
So so if it's not first person, not isometric, it is
Ready?
3D.
Yeah, I'm ready. Is the main form of combat shooting things?
No.
Okay. There might be shooting in it though, because he seems to have stumbled across that answer.
Indie.
Not isometric, third person.
Is this a side scroller?
It's a 3D game.
Hold on a second. He has 17. You're asking 18, right?
Yeah.
It's a 3D game. It's not going to be a side scroller.
You're asking 18? And you're asking if it's a side scroller?
No.
No, he's not asking that.
Help me
I
out.
vetoed that question. Ask about melee combat or weapons.
Is there melee combat in this game?
Yes.
Okay.
See,
19.
Shadow Complex is 3D though.
Not really. It's like 2.5D. I wouldn't count that as 3D.
Okay.
I would still count that as a 2D game, even though it has 3D graphics.
You guys can think about this for a second. I got to look up an answer.
He's got to look up his own answer. Gives me much faith. I'm going to get it.
Who is he? Me?
Who am I? Matt this week? We'll think about it a little bit more. Discuss.
What about something weird like ukulele? No, because that came out on Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else like that though? What about like a Hat in Time? Did that come out on Xbox? I don't know.
Mighty Number 9?
No, because that's 2D though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's totally a 2D game.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Mighty?
Side-scrolling game.
I thought it was. There's 3D models in it though.
Yeah, but it's like Little Big Planet though. Pretty much, where there's like planes of 2D, but it's still 2D. So is it my turn? It's my turn, right?
Hold on. Because I'm getting conflicting.
Wait, he said there's melee combat in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I was wrong. No, it is isometric. So it is isometric.
It is isometric.
Yes. Apologies. Because my understanding of that term was completely wrong from what it actually is.
What did you think it was?
I just thought, actually, to be honest, I thought it was the ones. I don't know. I'll explain afterwards. I'll tell you later.
Isometric is like Diablo style camera point.
To an extent. From what I'm reading up on, now it goes even further than that. So anyways, question 19, whenever y'all are ready.
Okay. So this.
So it is isometric.
Man,
Yes.
now all my questions are backwards.
I'll give you just.
No.
You ask your question when you're ready.
Okay.
Because that screwed you up.
Can you? Are there character classes in this game?
No.
Okay. What if it's wouldn't be something like Helldivers, because I don't think that came out on Xbox, did it? I think PlayStation
No, it
published that,
didn't.
didn't they?
Yeah.
Is there something like that though on other consoles?
Not that I know of. I don't think Gauntlet came out on Xbox either.
I don't think so either.
Mm-mm. What about that weird game Jeff was playing like 2 months ago? That fin soup dragon.
Dragon fin soup?
Whatever. Same thing. I don't know. I don't know anything about that game. I just remember I used it in the intro to NerdsCon Platinum because he was playing it that week and I was creating the new intro.
Yeah, no, Gauntlet did not come out on Xbox.
All
right, Matt.
What if it's something like
30
something
seconds.
like Mr. Shifty or Hotline Miami or Shakedown?
Did Hotline Miami come out on Xbox?
No, but I'm trying to think of games that have that art style, like Retro City Rampage, Shakedown Hawaii.
That's not out yet.
Well, I'm trying to give Matt ideas. Look how lost he looks. I'm trying to give him ideas.
It's an indie game, so okay. All right.
Ooh,
shit.
that beeper. Is it time to go to work already?
I
haven't even slept yet.
Well, see, something is none of Supergiant's games came out on. Well, Bash did Transistor come out on Xbox?
No, only Bastion came out on Xbox.
No.
Actually, they started out on Xbox with the 360 with Bastion, and then when Microsoft pulled all their shit with the Xbox One, they transitioned to PS4
right.
with Transistor.
And and Bastion wouldn't count for this because it didn't initially come out this generation.
What about something like Hyper Light Drifter?
Okay, so Matt has to ask a question.
Pixel art. Ask if it's pixel art.
Is this game pixel art?
No.
5
minutes.
Hyper Light Drifter.
Now.
That was my go.
I had another question I was gonna ask, but it's like a shot in the dark.
What?
I was thinking about Hob. And Hob is done by the guys who did Torchlight.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
And that developer,
I wasn't thinking Hob. I was thinking Torchlight, but I was like, didn't they make another game? But didn't he already use Hob?
I did Torchlight too. No, I didn't use Hob.
He's using Hob right now. Look at his face. He's hiding his confused look in his goatee and his mustache. My mustache is the blinders to my mouth. Can't see me smile or make any faces.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Hob.
Kind of getting out of hand. I need to shave this down.
At least you can grow it, motherfucker.
I wish I could grow like the full beard. I
wish I could grow hair on my head.
Yeah.
That's why I wear a hat.
3 minutes.
Where do we go, Matt?
5 seconds.
Hob is all I've got. I don't, because like I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, all right, I don't think any of Arrowhead's games have come out. Well, actually, Arrowhead didn't do Magicka 2.
No, they didn't. They only did Magicka 1.
But I don't think Magicka 2 came out on Xbox.
I don't know. They've actually had some cool games that didn't come out.
Yeah, on consoles.
Consoles, period. So
I know Helldivers.
The showdown effect is what I'd love for them to bring to console.
See, I'm at a loss because like every time I think of an isometric game, so let me just work through something with me, Corey. It can't be Diablo because Diablo is owned by Activision, and so it's okay. So there's no way he can say, oh, but it's Blizzard, so they're kind of themselves.
No, I wouldn't do that to you.
Okay.
2 minutes and 30.
No, I'm pretty sure like the definition of indie isn't necessarily like an indie studio because technically on a very, very base level, Bungie is an independent studio.
Yeah.
And like technically Destiny.
Technically they're not
a publisher.
Technically they're not because they publish all their stuff on Microsoft. With the exception of, well, actually, no. I think Destiny they're now indie now.
Yeah,
all the Halo
Destiny
stuff
and
at
Destiny
343 or whatever.
Yeah, it is.
There is melee combat. It is isometric.
Are there any like tower defense games or anything?
Initially released this generation.
1 minute and 30.
I mean, Hob is a good, but I don't even know. I don't even know what to tell you. So I need to play more indie games.
Yeah.
I thought y'all were going to get this one too. 60 seconds.
Are we going to feel real dumb if we don't get it?
I don't think so. Matt might, but I don't think you will. I don't know if you've ever heard of the game.
Oh, well, that makes me feel real good.
Yeah, I'm at a loss.
Well, if I've never heard of the game, I guess I don't know. I definitely don't know what it is.
I said you might. I feel like you might not have heard of it. 30 seconds.
What if it's that weird, like, 100 million zombie RTS game that Giant Bomb was playing like a couple weeks ago? Do you know what I'm talking about?
100. Well, that's just
5
PC
seconds.
though.
Is it? I don't know. Dude, I don't know.
Oh, it's like billions or whatever.
Yeah.
We are billions.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen.
I'm not gonna lie, Matt. I give up. This is on you.
Throwing it out there, Hob.
Nope.
Okay, great.
Ruiner.
Oh, a game I've not played.
Cyberpunk computer game developed by Raycon Games out of Poland, published by Devolver Digital. Ruiner is a shooter game played from an overhead perspective. The game takes place in 2091 and is set in a cyberpunk metropolis known as Renkok. The player takes control of a silent, masked protagonist who attempts to rescue their kidnapped brother from a failing conglomerate. I can't read. Anyways, it has melee, it has shooting, it has teleportation, top-down shooter. It's freaking awesome. I think it's also still on sale.
Is it top-down?
Yeah, it's top-down. Yeah.
That's not quite isometric then, but that's okay.
Well, I was reading up on isometric, and isometric is the representation of 3D in 2D. So technically it's 2D, but the stuff is three-dimensional. And then I looked up isometric shooters, and a lot of the top-down shooters that I would put this game on the list with were on there. So like a lot of top-down shooters were on there, and I'm like, well, I have to count this as isometric because if those games look the same exact fucking way, like in like
Yeah,
camera
at that point,
presentation.
if
I'm
you
like, you have to count it.
Like if you hadn't corrected us, I might have been like, all right, Moose, I have to cry foul here.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was trying to look it up and like take some time to make sure.
And that's whenever I'm picking like one of my more obscure games that I remember playing, I want to double check. So, no, good one.
I highly recommend playing it.
But I had no idea what it was. I
haven't played it, so I think it's on. I think that's like fourth spot from the left.
Man, now I have to pick a really, really, really good game next week.
Oh yeah. It was either going to be that or the Mama Dora game, which is kind of like the
Mama Dora. You mean Dandara?
No. Mama Dora is a.
Oh, and apparently Andy Klool in the chat was right. Congratulations, sir. Way to help a host out.
Did he know it?
he said he was right. He was thinking Ruiner, and he corrected me on We Are Billions. He's like, it's They Are Billions.
Nice.
So thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
He's not supposed to help you. It's
You know, I'm calling collusion.
What do you mean collusion?
You both. I can call it clue illusion because you both have the same last name. I don't know you're not cheating. I don't know.
That's funny.
You stumble over your own last name.
I was trying to do the what is it? Jim Carrey when he's talking like Ace Ventura. But yeah, I just sent you the link in the chat.
I thought you said Ace Ventura.
But the game's called. So the problem with this game, and I'll probably never use it, is because there's not a lot of information out there about the developer and stuff. But Mama Dora Revere Under the Moonlight is a 2D side scroller, and like you play a priest, and your main weapon is a leaf. Like you have a leaf, and then you have like a leaf off a goddamn tree, and then you have a bow and arrow, and it's the one that I linked you is the fourth one in the series. It's on PS4. I've played a bit of it, and it's actually really good. I want to get back to it, but I was going to use that, and then I was like, I can't find enough on the game to actually be able to answer questions. Like if you would have been like, is it Western or Eastern developed? I'd be like, I don't know where that developer's from. Like, even if you go to their homepage, they don't even say where they're from. I would imagine it's from Japan because the publisher is Japanese. But that's, you know what I mean? That wouldn't have been right. So that's why I went with Ruiner.
That's fair. There was a game initially when the Lemmings bullshit happened. Like I had another game that I was going to use. I don't know what it is now, but then I chose Kung Fu Heroes the next time. Yeah. And yeah, but like I had the same situation. I'm like, I can't find anything on this.
Yeah. And it sucks because you're like, man, that is fucking like, I was like, this game is awesome, and I want to use it to bring its attention.
Corey, point of order, we have to add another name to the scoreboard. Andy Klool has won.
That's hilarious.
He's tied with you.
No, we're all tied. Well, you and I are tied at 3. Moose has 4.
Yeah, until next week, and then you and I pull ahead. I'll go to 5. You'll go to 4. Corey will be at 3.
Hey man, depends on when I start.
And you know what? See, like you, I still try and pick I feel like Ruiner's kind of hiding right in front of you.
Yeah.
No, it's not a game that like Kung Fu Heroes where you gotta scrape the bottom of the fucking NES barrel.
That's true. That's true.
I'm trying.
I was on some Todd Oxer nonsense when I did that. No, I'm not. I'm not avoiding that point.
I like Corey's stance, personal stance, not for the game, but his stance where you pick something that's not so obscure that nobody's ever gonna get it.
Like the bouncer.
Wow,
Duke
that that was my second guess. I'm still so mad about how so
Corey. Oh, beautiful. That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
I hate you so much, though. You said it twice.
I know.
Well, like when I got you guys with Svhenn.
Yeah.
Like,
you used my indie catalog against me.
Yeah. I used a game I literally played that night. And,
yeah.
And,
well, I just played Ruiner the other night.
Oh yeah.
So I was thinking of using Shadow Warrior, but then I was like, you know what?
If you use Shadow Warrior, I would have never got it.
Yeah.
I've never played those games. So
it's a good game. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. So is 2 on your challenge list as well, or no?
No, because I didn't put sequels unless I could get the original on there. Okay. And the only way I did Gravity Rush and Gravity Rush 2 is because I swapped out Mad Max, and the 2 I actually swapped 2 different games, and then I was just like, I'm tacking on Gravity Rush 2 because I'm not going to want to play. Oh, no. I picked Gravity Rush 2, and then I put Gravity Rush 1 on the list because I'm like, I'm not playing 2 without playing 1.
Yeah.
So, good night, Andy.
Good night, dude. Sleep well.
Good night, Corey.
Let's wrap this shit up. Moose, where can we find you?
You can find me at Svhenn, SVAGNN, on Twitter, Instagram, PSN. Like Matt says, friend code for my Nintendo Switch. Just message me on Facebook. Or
it's in the
episode 82.
It's in the episode. No, it's going to be in every episode going forward.
Yeah, but you should really listen to episode 82. That was a watermark for this show.
You should. That is a highlight. That is a best of.
And I'm Josh.
It's funny that.
Gosh, what if I went through every episode for our 100th episode celebration and just picked out the best snippets from every episode?
Dude, there's one thing actually. Like, while we're on the topic, how come all of our episodes I can't find on iTunes? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a problem with Podbean.
I'm just asking because I was looking. There was
it only does the last 20.
Oh, really?
Which is dumb.
There was one episode where we had Ed on, and I was saying, and he had to cut out because his mic was doing something. But then he comes back in, and I said something, and he's like, I made like a joke, and he's like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "No, it's fine, Ed." And then he's like, "Wait, what?" And both of them hit really funny as I remember listening back to it, and I was looking for that specific moment. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah,
trying to do that on YouTube is really cumbersome.
Yeah, I need to figure out what's going on because on Podbean it only when I submit it to iTunes it only does the last 20 episodes, and it's like I'm paying for the full service. You should be putting all of them up there.
Should have all of them on there, right?
So I'm working on it. I don't know.
Don't stress yourself out. Focus on.
We'll get them all up there eventually.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll probably work on it this weekend when I'm off. But
worry about your dining room, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's done.
I know, but I'm just saying, worry about the important stuff. One of the soccer podcasts I used to listen to was World Football Phone-In, and Tim Vickery always had a saying, of the least important things in the world, football is the most important. Well, for us, of the least important things in the world, video games are the most important. But worry about the important stuff first, then come to us. I don't know if our listeners are missing out on not having the other 60 episodes.
Well, they're on YouTube right now.
Yeah, and I'm not really going to. You as you said, you have a baby to prepare for. Make sure you're up on that before you worry about us. I mean, we'll still be here every week.
Yeah,
so
we will.
Except when we're stuck at work way too late, I just want to go to bed.
I know. I want to go to bed too.
No, not tonight. I meant last. I got home and I'm just like, I'm so tired. I'm just
Corey,
that's me today.
Where can we find you, Corey?
You can find stop. You can find me at Infinite_Rewind on PSN, Instagram, and any other social media platforms. You find Infinite_Rewind attached to this dumb face. It's not this dumb face. It's not me. I'm not accountable for what that person will do to you. Yeah, I'm sometimes on the brew review. Haven't been on in a while. Looking to get back on there soon. I'm pretty sure Matt and the B Flats is done because we keep talking about recording but never actually doing it. Brian and Brian are busy. Let them be. And then look for writing on ngrradio.com. And we will be starting more Twitch stuff when we have the time. Let us figure out the schedule stuff first. Corey, take us home.
You can find me at CoreyNHD on Instagram and Twitter. You can find all of our shows and stuff on youtube.com/NGRradio and ngrradio.com. There's a lot of cool stuff going up. One thing I do want to plug before we get out of here is Ed and I started a second season of Let's Pod and Play, which is basically we play a game and we kind of just do not really a podcast, but just have conversations during the time we play. Our first episode will be up by the time this episode goes live on podcast services and edited for YouTube. The first episode we did was Tomb Raider, and our second episode is Infamous Second Son. So
now, is that a stream situation? I'm just curious because I really don't know.
No, it's we didn't stream it. We just recorded it. It's going to be up on YouTube. So
like,
on Saturday,
you guys playing the game together and then just talking about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's this? You and
me and Ed.
Cool.
And this is something we tried to do last year, but schedules and everything, and we wanted to get more people involved. But we recorded the first 2 episodes to see how it would go, and if more people want to get involved with it, we can, or if more people want to do it without us, they can. Like, it's just a thing we wanted to get out there. So Tomb Raider is the first episode, Infamous is the second episode, and Metro 2033 will be the third episode. So
nice.
Yeah, so that's something we're starting, and then hopefully we'll play some Bloodborne soon.
I was gonna say we got to get back to the Chalice dungeons.
Yeah,
get you that platinum, buddy.
Yeah.
That's sweet platinum.
With that said, download our family of podcasts: Nintendo Power Block, Nerds Gone Platinum, Arsenal X, World 1-1, all that good stuff. Check out our friends everywhere. We have a lot of friends that do podcasts as well. Anyways, with that said, until next week, we love you.
Y'all have a good night.
Banana and out. No, you don't.
Okay.
Just read them.
Okay.
Just read them. It's called reading.
Well, I was gonna...
Up and down, left to right, group words together as a sentence. Take Tylenol for any headaches. Midol for any cramps. That's from Tommy Boy.
What if you have both?
I mean...
Your head's got a shell on it.
You got that? Does this tie make me look fat? No, your face does. I love that movie. That movie is so fucking dumb.
I know. I love that movie.
Dan Aykroyd's great in that. I'm sorry to hear about your dad. He was a good man.
All right. Well, what do you say we get this B-side started? We'll start with...
Go a little heavy on the pine tree perfume, Corey.
Yep.
I could do this all day.
I love the deer scene when the
Oh,
deer's in
the. Okay, I've seen a lot of things. That was awesome. Sorry about your car, man. That sucks.
Oh.
You want to tell me where the weight room is? Check it out. That's a pretty girl down there. I wonder if she goes out with one of the Yankees. Okay.
Who's your favorite little rascal? Alfalfa?
Or is it Spanky? Sinner. Okay. All right.
Is that a niner in there?
Moose is looking at us with complete disdain. He's like, what the fuck are these two chuckleheads talking about? Why
Moose
are you angry,
is obviously
Moose?
our David Spade.
Why are you angry, Moose? Why are you mad?
I'm not angry.
You get mad about us making so much fun of you on the last show? Is that what it was?
I didn't listen, so
that's okay.
You're the reason why our download numbers are down.
Oh,
they're not really down.
They are download. Oh, okay, no, it's a bad pun. Corey, do this. Let's have a B-side.
Okay. I'm wearing this 15-year-old hoodie. It's very comfortable.
Hoodies rule.
I may have to retire it soon, but it's comfy. So
why do you have to retire it soon? Looks like it's in good condition.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be a lot darker than this, and like where the seams are, it's starting to turn white because it's been washed so many times.
Yeah, no, if it's not falling apart, it's still in the game.
Still in the game, man.
It's very large and comfy too.
Don't take him out of the game prematurely.
Yeah,
he's
dude.
in there. He's in there day by day doing his job, and if you tell him, he's going to be very upset. Yeah.
Not only does he do his job, he does it consistently.
Right, exactly. Keeps you warm, keeps you comfortable on a consistent basis.
I mean, in the sports arena, that's points on the board, Corey.
Right.
It's true.
Consistent points on the board.
More than them Browns. So
yeah. Well, actually, no, they're pretty consistently losing. I mean, you can't really.
They're still consistent.
I mean, consistency.
You can't fail them for not being consistent. I'm very excited to use this new microphone.
Yeah, you're gonna look like you're sucking a big black cock.
Just the tip.
Yep, just the tip. Lick it.
Okay.
Lick it. Make the cream filling come out.
Except for the cream filling is electricity. Talk about shocking.
One man's trash is another man's treasure. I don't know.
Right. Speaking of,
you'll never know till you try.
I have a story to tell on NGR Radio about trash and treasure. All right, here we go. B-sides.
Yeah. And we'll see you on the show.
I need to wake up.
What the hell, man? You're dying on me, dear. Don't die on me.
I know. I just need to wake
I will
up.
carry you over the hill if I have to.
I'm all right, I think. I'm just... Ugh.
Do you have a monster? Do you need to take a couple minutes, go Keurig up some coffee?
No, because I need to go to bed after this, and if I drink anything else, I'm just going to be like...
Okay. All right, well then let's just quit the bullshit. And
I do have stories to tell, though, on this show.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
So it's going to be story time with Corey Deering.
Yeah. Sorry.
You don't have to apologize. All right.
My precious.
My precious. No. Okay.
Shut up, you ugly hobbitses.
That was actually really good.
That's pretty good.
You're welcome.
Now I feel like a failure.
Oh, you're not a failure.
I'm gonna take
you do a way better Connery than I ever could.
I cornered your mother last night.
There you go.
Oh shit.
Now put the hat back on. You look like the tip of a penis breaking through the condom. Like,
wow.
That's for weird.
Dang.
You know what? Today was the first day I went to work without a hat on.
Oh
in
man, that must have been
13
weird.
years.
You're like, what's this wind? Why is it so windy?
Where am I?
What year is it?
It's like those dreams you wake up in and you're butt naked walking through the grocery store or something.
Don't know what you're talking about.
That's what it felt like.
I mean, I only get naked when I go to school in my dreams. I don't go to the grocery store.
Whatever.
Because I just find the produce section will just be demoralizing.
Well, got it.
Well, Bagel decides to snore right as I deliver that punchline. He's even telling me that's a bad joke.
He's like,
He's like, oh, Matt making a bad dick joke again. Oh, great.
wait me up when you're funny, Dad.
I'm not your father.
I'm not your father. I got nothing.
All right, let's do this.
Harry Potter must not return to Hogwarts.
No idea what you're talking about.
I don't pay
Somebody
attention.
will. That's fine.
I hated Harry Potter.
What's up, nerds? Welcome to NGO Radio. Nerds Gone Rogue. I'm Smeet.
No, I'm not going to do that anymore.
Now you just sound like a dying Muppet baby.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's not translated.
Pretty much.
All right, we'll start the episode now. Let me just stretch. No, Bagel, I was just doing a voice. There's nobody here. It's fine. You can lay back down and mock my jokes.